Guys, this is Dr. Callahan with Algebra for week 8 Thursday. How are you guys doing? So I'm on campus today, but I'm on the committee for the scholarship committee. So we're actually doing a lot of interviews for students that applied for the scholarship this year. And so I'm on campus, but you guys have a sub today. And so go ahead and pause the video and answer the following questions. Keep in mind that your warm-up log is going to be due on week 9 Friday, so in 6 short school days. And today is week 8 Thursday. Let's go ahead and create your assignment. So today we're going to be doing an introduction to quadratic formula. And this will be our first day doing this. Keep in mind that your instructions is to view the video in its entirety. And also make sure you upload your assignment. And check in with me before the end of first period, which ends at 8:40 a.m. When you upload your assignment, make sure you guys do it by 3 p.m. So that way you get your academic points. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and continue what we're going to be doing today. So take a look at the breakdown for today's work. And here it is. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Your guided notes looks like this. So I want you guys to first go to this page on week 8 Thursday. And right where the blue arrow is pointing, I want you to go ahead and read that one example, and it has all the steps for you. And I know you're freaking out because it's a lot of steps. I totally sympathize, but go ahead and read the steps. So pause the video and do that on the left side. Okay, then what I want you guys to do is we're gonna go over the 4 different examples here. You do need to have a calculator, so if you don't have a calculator, my suggestion is you go get one or use your phone or anything else. And if you still don't have a calculator, make sure you talk to me. I'll be more than happy to give you one so you can use it at home. All right, let's take a look at the first example. You are going to be using the quadratic formula, which is x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all the way over 2a. So let's take a look. Step number 1, you need to identify the a, the b, and the c. A is always in front of x squared, b is in front of x, c is by itself. Step 2, you're going to plug it into the equation. So negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 5 squared, or 5 times 5, that's 25, minus 4ac, all the way over 2a, so 2 times 2, which is going to give you 4. Step 3, you want to go ahead and focus in on just the square root. So what is 4 times 2 times 3? That's a 24. What's 25 minus 24? 1. Step 4. You're going to ask yourself, what is the square root of 1? It is going to be just 1. So your first answer is negative 5 plus 1 divided by 4. Second answer is negative 5 minus 1 divided by 4. Step 5, you have a negative 4 divided by 4 and a negative 6 divided by 4. You want to simplify this. So your first answer is going to be a negative 1. Second answer is a negative 3 over 2. And that's it. All right, let's take a look at number 2. What do you notice the difference between number 2 versus number 1? We see that this needs to be moved over here. If it gets moved over, it's going to become a negative 129 because it's moving over. Step 1, you're going to find A, B, and C. Your A is a 5, your B is a negative 68, and your C is a negative 192. Let's plug it in. negative b, so it's a double negative, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. Now this one, you definitely need a calculator. All the way over 2a, 2 times 5 is 10. Step 3, you want to focus in on the square root and make sure that that doesn't get any uglier because it's really, there's a lot of numbers in there. So let's focus in on that. What is 68 times 68? (68 times 68) is going to give you, I thought I had the answer there, but I didn't. I don't actually have the, is going to give you 4,624 plus 4 times 5 times 192 is going to give you 3,840. And then when you go ahead and add them together, you're going to get 8,464. So let's go ahead and square root that. So grab your calculator. And if you want to know where the square root button is, it is going to be right over here in the background. Do you see the background? So you got to push second first and then x squared to access that back number. So let's go ahead and type this in. Now we're going to type in 8464, which is going to give you a 92. Make sure you bring down the 68 and it's a positive because double negative makes it a positive. Divided by 10. So your first answer is 68 plus 92 divided by 10. And your second answer is 68 minus 92 divided by 10. So your first answer is going to be 16. And your second answer is going to be negative 2.4. And those are your two answers. All right, you guys, let's go on to number 3. I want you guys to pause the video. Your job is to either pick the left one, which is number 3, or the right one, which is number 4. You could do whichever one you want. So pause the video. All right, let's go ahead and give this a try then. So looking at number 4, go ahead and check out my work and check out your work. And I'm going to move on to number 3 since I went over that one, but number 4, let's go over number 3. So for number 3, first step, a equals 12, b equals negative 77, c equals negative 20. Plug this into the equation. Negative b is a negative 77. B squared minus 4ac all the way over 2a, so 2 times 12 is 24. So positive 77. Negative 77 times negative 77 is a 5,929. 4 times 12 times 20 is going to give you 960. Add it all together, you're going to get a 6889. So grab your calculator. And if you don't have a calculator, that's okay. You can actually do this online as well. So if you were to do this online, you would type in square root calculator, and you would type in the numbers 6889. Calculate, which is going to give you 83. All right, so then at that point, you are going to have 77 plus or minus 83 divided by 24. So then when you have 77 plus 83, you're going to get 160, or excuse me, you're going to have two answers, 77 plus 83 divided by 24, 77 minus 83 divided by 24. And you guys can go ahead and calculate that. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at number 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to go ahead and do number 6 with you guys, and then I'm going to have you guys do number 5 and 7 on your own. So pause the video and give those a try. For number 6, notice how the 4 is in the wrong place. I'm going to move it over to the left side so it becomes a positive 4. A equals 2, B equals -3, C equals 4. I'm going to plug this into the equation. Negative B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC all the way over 2A. So first thing to do is you want to go ahead and simplify that a little bit more, which is a 9 minus 4 times 2 is going to be 8. 8 times 4 is 32. And if you take a look at this, 9 minus 32 is going to give you a negative 23. Positive 3 plus or minus over 4. You cannot have a square root of a negative number. It is a no-no. It's called an imaginary number. So at this point, you can stop right there. You have two answers. X equals 3 plus the square root of negative 23 over 4. And X equals positive 3 minus the square root of negative 23 over 4. And that's as far as you can go. All right, you guys. So I would like you guys for the remaining part of class to continue practicing with this. You have several questions right over here. You can go ahead and choose whichever one you want. So take a look at this and practice it. You could pick these puzzles here or these ones here. Then when you're finally done, your exit ticket today before you go home is to complete this part right there. All right, you guys, as always, stay safe and healthy and try to be kind to one another. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.